Alright guys, I'm just going to tell you this in advance. I've made this video a couple of times because I really want to get this point perfectly clear. So only a good video will come through for this episode of VacChat. Now, what's so important in this episode? It's pretty much going to be why these two vacuum cleaners are identically the same setup. Now, you might be saying, Mark, you're crazy. That's obviously an upright, and that's obviously a canister. To which I will say, dang it, I lost the word. Okay, then I'm just going to look stupid for forgetting something on camera, but I'm going to say, no, fellow watcher of this YouTube program, you are wrong, and I'm going to show you why. Well, yes, this does have the form factor of an upright, and that does have the form factor of a canister. It all deals with motor placement. Now, both these vacuums operate in identical basic ways, where the dirt's sucked up through the nozzle. It goes through a hose. This one's obvious that it goes through a hose. This one, that hose, it's attached to the back of the vacuum. See, hose. And then, here's your hose. And there's the hose, so dirt goes through there. And then it gets put into a bin or a bag. That is how a canister vacuum works. Now, that's exactly how this Hoover wind tunnel multi-cyclonic upright works too. That's because they've changed the motor setups of these so that they work with multi-cyclonic technologies, and because you can't break fans in these, whereas in the old ones you could. Now, why this is, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but back in the day when you'd buy a vacuum, if you wanted to clean carpets, you'd buy an upright. If you wanted to clean hardwood floors and do your dusting and your drapes and sofa cleaning and getting the dog hair out of your chairs and stuff, you'd get an canister. There you go. So, what, there isn't really much of a difference anymore, because in most, and I will say it like that, most modern uprights and canisters, you have the same style of motor, and pretty much assuming that you have a power nozzled canister vacuum, which is any one that has just this powered brush, and you have a upright, they can pretty much both do the same jobs. This one, canister will probably do it just a little bit better because in its attachment mode it'll be able to do attachments much better. But in this one, you can attach a little extension tube and pop on your, if I can do this. Hey, look, I can't do it. Okay, now. You can pop on a little attachment and do your attachment cleaning, and then just boom, stick this back in its spot. Put your tool back on your upright and say, dang, that was really convenient. Now let's stick this back in the cupboard. Well, yep, pretty much. That's what they do. Why that's not such a good thing. Canister vacuums and modern uprights really won't clean carpets as well, in a general sense, as something like an old Kirby vacuums called sanitary vacuums. I'm trying to think of more. Oh, what else is there? I know there's one more major vacuum that I'm trying to think of, but it uses a totally different setup of motor. This motor setup, you have your nozzle, takes dirt in, right in here there's a fan, and the dirt hits the fan, and then most of the time there blows it into a bag. Now, you can get bagless versions, which is of these vacuums, not Kirby's, but some of them, like the sanitary, and it's more like just a dirt cup, where it'll kind of has this filter bag, and then down here there's like a little plastic cup. So, kind of bagless, but here's why they're so different. Whereas this, you can't break the fans in them, and you have your attachments right on board ready to go. The suction comes from here, right here. So it'll pull more dirt out of your carpet generally than something like this, just because the suction is going to be more intense. There's going to be more of a deep pull to get all the dirt from the bottom of your carpet to the top. Now, of course, while that is an important factor, a good brush roll really does help in how well the vacuum will totally perform. In a general sense, something like this will produce a much more intense carpet suction. And here's why. It's just because, let me slap that back on. As you saw, the suction came from right there. Here's how far the suction comes from one of these. You would have to take, now I can't get this off, but look at just how far it goes, at least that far away from the vacuum. And here, we'll just set this straight without being like stretched at all. Your dirt has to go that whole, all the way down this tube. So the deep suction, like, it'll really pull the dirt out of your carpet. These machines don't have them anymore. Now, you still can find vacuums with Kirby and traditional style upright, getting my words mixed up here, the traditional upright style motors in vacuum cleaners. And the vacuum I was thinking of is Simplicity, which I do happen to have one of those. Not my personal vacuum, but my parents' vacuum, and I will grab that in just a second. Any vacuum with one of those style motors that have the fan right there is going to produce a suction that'll pull dirt out of your carpet deeper. Deeper dirt, pull it out, just because more intense suction, more direct suction. Now, I paused the camera and came back, and the Simplicity really is kind of in a category all its own, because it does have one of these motors that's really close to the carpet, and it's put somewhere right about down below the bag a little bit. You can see, if I can try to see it. See how that much area is taken up by motor unit? Well, down in here, in this general area, there is one of these kind of motors. So, really close suction cleans the carpet nice. However, Simplicity, and it's the company that makes it, Taconi, in their premium vacuums. The Simplicity model is the Synergy, and they have another brand called the Ricard. Theirs is the Radiance, along with their second step-down model, but I can't think of their names right now. They use a special two-motor setup that uses both a canister vacuums motor and a Kirby-style motor, so it can do your carpet really well, and it also has attachments. The reason these attachments are a little bit different is because, as you can see right there, okay, time to move, hose. Down in here, this is plastic. There's no air, or the dirt isn't coming up in here through the hose, because it has to go through that motor. So this machine, every time I put this away and like just start using vacuums out of my collection, I'll go back and use this thing, and it like amazes me how well this vacuum works. And it's kind of stupid, because I like always go away from this vacuum just to come back and see that, oh my god, this works so well. But this really is, this vacuum in particular is a very good vacuum, albeit it is a little expensive. It does have it has what they call tandem air, and that just means canister plus traditional upright mixed into one. But yes, it is a really nice vacuum. I'll try to polish the dirt off of it. It's not working too well, but this vacuum was the other one I was trying to think of. So, all in all, if you want to deep clean your carpet, get one of these kind with the fan right there. If you don't want, like, I don't want to say if you don't want to deep clean your carpet, because everybody wants to have a good clean carpet, but if you get one of these style machines, while they are versatile, they aren't going to pull all the dirt out of your carpet like one of these two will. So, thanks for watching this VacChat. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think I have this right on point and you agree with me and I made you understand it, or did I ramble on a little too long? So, tell me all about what you think in the description, or not in the description, down in the comments. And give me, I won't even say, like, just like me. Give me your personal feedback. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, tell me. And then, but if you dislike it, all I ask, please write down there why you didn't like it, so I can make my videos more of what you guys like to watch. Albeit I do try to keep them factual. Sometimes I ramble on a little too long. If you like that, if you don't. So, alright guys, I'll stop rambling and let you type in your comments. So, thanks for watching. Bye.